Ryan's life in England was picture perfect. He was 15, full of energy, always smiling, and surrounded by his loving family. Home felt warm, safe, and complete. Every laugh, every photo, every little moment meant the world. But things weren't as perfect as they looked. One evening, Ryan overheard his parents arguing. From the top of the stairs, he watched quietly, his heart pounding. The cheerful home he knew suddenly felt heavy with tension. Then came the hardest day. His brother and sister were leaving for their new lives abroad. Suitcases packed, passports in hand. They hugged Ryan tight. He didn't want to let go. In that messy room full of bags and memories, Ryan felt something he never had before: emptiness. Soon it was Ryan's turn to leave. He and his mom stood outside their home one last time. A taxi waited. Their house looked closed off and distant. Ryan clutched a little photo album to his chest, tears rolling down as he whispered a silent goodbye. And just like that, Ryan was in a whole new world. India. The chaos, the heat, the colors, the noise. It was everything opposite of what he knew. His mom looked at ease, but Ryan, he was completely overwhelmed. England already felt like a dream slipping away. Ryan's first day of school was like stepping into another universe. A uniform that felt stiff, curious eyes staring at him, whispers all around. The teacher smiled warmly, but Ryan's steps into that classroom felt heavier than ever. Back home, the struggles continued. Homework in a language he barely understood, sweat dripping in the heat, frustration written all over his face. His mom sat beside him patiently, guiding him, cheering him on, even when Ryan wanted to give up. Then there was the food. Street stalls bursting with colors and smells he couldn't name. His mom was excited, but Ryan held that pani puri like it was a ticking bomb, unsure if he should laugh, cry, or run away. Nights were the hardest. Sitting in his dim room, laptop glowing, Ryan talked to his brother and sister on video calls. He smiled, he laughed. But the second the call ended, the loneliness crept back in, louder than before. Slowly, things began to shift. Ryan picked up a cricket bat, awkward at first, fumbling, almost comical. But with every swing, with every cheer from the other kids, he was starting to find a new rhythm, a new piece of himself in this strange land. One morning, Ryan's joy returned. A message from his siblings. They were coming to India. He jumped around his room, circling the calendar date, already planning adventures. For once, everything felt right again. But life had other plans. A second message came: visa issues. The trip was canceled. Ryan sat frozen, suitcase already by the door, heart shattered. Rain poured outside as if the sky itself shared his pain. Even at school, Ryan couldn't focus. His notebook stayed blank, his mind lost in thoughts of family. He stared out the window, holding onto a small photo tucked inside his textbook, wishing things were different. And then, one ordinary day turned extraordinary. At the airport, Ryan spotted them, his brother and sister, finally there. He ran, tears and laughter mixing as they hugged tight. The weight, the sadness, the distance, it all melted away in that embrace. Together again, they explored the hills, laughed over selfies, and made new memories. For Ryan, it was more than a reunion. It was proof that love always finds its way back, no matter the miles. Back in their little apartment, Ryan worked hard. His tutor and mom sat beside him, helping him through subjects that once felt impossible. Every struggle, every late night was a step forward. Of course, setbacks came too. A test paper full of red marks. Ryan looked down, disappointed, but his mom hugged him, reminding him that grades didn't define his worth. That effort did. One evening over dinner, his mom shared big news. She had found a job. Ryan was shocked at first, worried about what that meant, but also proud of her courage. The next morning, he watched her leave for work, dressed in professional clothes, determined but carrying the weight of responsibility. Ryan stood quietly, missing her already, but understanding more than he ever had before. And with time, things changed. Ryan learned to manage, studying alone, making his own meals, catching up with his mom over video calls. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was growing. Then came Lisa, friendly, bubbly, the kind of girl who could talk to anyone. She introduced Ryan to Daisy, shy, sweet, with a smile that made Ryan pause. None of them knew, but that meeting would change everything. In the cafeteria, Lisa played matchmaker, chatting excitedly while Daisy stole shy glances at Ryan. Ryan tried to act cool, but inside he was nervous and curious. Soon, late-night messages became their thing. Ryan would sit smiling at his phone, typing carefully, enjoying this new connection more than he expected. Even during exams, Ryan and Daisy were lost in thought, doodling, daydreaming, while Lisa smirked knowingly between them. Schoolwork was slipping, but neither seemed to care until reality hit, a report card with falling grades. Ryan stared at the paper, phone buzzing with Daisy's messages. For the first time, he realized maybe he was losing himself. At the tuition center, Ryan and Daisy's smiles hadn't gone unnoticed. The tutor, sharp and caring, saw it all on the CCTV. He knew it was time to step in. He spoke to Ryan first, kind but firm. He showed him the slipping grades, reminded him of his goals. Ryan resisted at first, but deep down, he knew the tutor was right. Then came Daisy's turn. Embarrassed and surprised, she listened as the tutor gently pointed out her distractions. The doodles in her notebook said it all. For the first time, she saw the bigger picture. Back home, Ryan made a choice. Phone face down, books open, schedule pinned on the wall. It wasn't easy, but this time, he was determined. His mom watched proudly. Her son was growing up. And finally, the results came. High grades, proud smiles. Ryan and Daisy stood side by side, not lost in distraction, but stronger, wiser, and more balanced. Their tutor smiled too. He hadn't just taught them subjects, he taught them life. Ryan's journey is a reminder that sadness, loneliness, and emotional vulnerability often make teenagers seek comfort in friendships or early relationships. While such feelings are natural, they can become a distraction if not guided properly. With the right care, understanding, and guidance from parents, teachers, and well-wishers, young minds can overcome these phases and stay focused on building a brighter future.